A fight over Prince's estate may just be beginning. We have learned this afternoon that the music icon's sister filed papers today in a Minnesota court saying that as far as she knows, he did not have a will. Prince's estate is reportedly valued at somewhere near $300 million, and there are all of those unreleased songs stored in his vault. An estate attorney tells CNN that under Minnesota law, without a will, all of Prince's assets could go to his sister and his 6 half-siblings. That attorney is my next guest, and she says this could be chaotic. Danielle Mayoras is co-author of the book Trials and Heirs. Danielle, welcome.
Brooke, good to be here.
So what happens now?
Time will tell. Just because the sister went to court and doesn't think there's a will doesn't mean that something won't turn up. And we've seen this happen in other cases before, like Michael Jackson's estate, when his mom went to court thinking there was no will, and all of a sudden we learned that there was a trust. So it's still possible that a trust will turn up and things might be different than what we expect right now.
That's part of the issue, too. Apparently, he and the sister were estranged for quite a while, so she may not be fully in the loop. Perhaps he had a will. Perhaps there was a trust. Who and could make claims to his estate, Danielle?
Under Minnesota law, his sister and his half-siblings would be the ones entitled to inherit if he doesn't have a will or a trust. And obviously that's a little sad because, everyone wants to control their legacy when they pass away. And this is a lot of money that people will profit from.
I imagine people will come out of the woodwork. Then you have ex-wives. How would a judge or whomever figure out who has a claim here?
Well, it's pretty simple. If someone passes away and they don't have a will, then the state that they live in has one waiting for them. And in the state of Minnesota, when someone passes away and they don't have a spouse and they don't have kids and they don't have living parents, then all the money goes to their siblings. And in Minnesota, half siblings are considered the same as full siblings. So we're looking at half siblings as well as his full sister Tyka receiving his estate, unless he did something that we're not aware of right now.
So you wrote this book, and it's on celebrity estates, and hopefully this won't be the case with Prince, but there are many cases where things get so ugly just because there's so much at stake, so much money at stake.
It's true, and really the best way to protect your assets and protect your legacy, especially when you're talking to up to $300 million or more, is to use a trust. And one would hope that Prince did a trust because he was a private person during his lifetime. Chances are he wanted to remain private after he passed away, but unfortunately if things proceed in the probate court, that's absolutely not going to happen because a probate court is a public process, and you really lose all control over who received your money and how they receive it, and even who's in control of the estate and his rights and licensing and everything else.
He was such a bright man, you would think, you would hope. Danielle Mayoras, I'm sure it will all come out in time. Thank you so much for now, and thank you for being with me here on this big Super Tuesday.